Hello, good morning, everyone, and welcome to English for Retail Sales. Today, we will go over some things that you can say to help you talk to your customers. And the way I've set this up is we will have many different English speakers here. Some people will be better than others. So I will give you some different ways you can say the same thing, some easy ways and some harder ways. Okay. So I want to encourage you if you have any questions. Also, I would encourage you to, as well, take some pictures, okay? Take some pictures of the lessons. If you're doing it on your laptop, take some pictures of the screen or take a screenshot so you can remember some of the information later, and you can use this later when you practice, okay? And also, I will ask you some questions as well, little mini test questions, so you can find the answers on these slides. Also, make sure you're speaking along with me. So when I say something, you can repeat it to practice, okay? The first thing we're going to talk about is greeting the customer, saying hello. This is obviously pretty easy, right? But you know, sometimes you might be nervous about greeting customers. So we'll go through some examples of easy greetings you can do, okay? Okay, so greetings and first customer interactions. The first thing you might say is, hi, hello. Okay, you can choose one. Hello, of course, everyone knows that. Or you can say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay, so remember to say it with me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Okay. Now, level 2 or 3, a bit higher level, we would say hello, welcome to. Okay. Hello, welcome to. So, for example, hello, welcome to ABC English Books. Something like that. You would put your company name in there. Of course, you can always say good morning or good afternoon or good evening and welcome to. So, good afternoon. Welcome to ABC Books. Okay. One more time. Good evening. Welcome to ABC English Books. Okay. And maybe a little bit harder one you can say would be level 3. Okay, level 3, you might say hello, welcome to, so same as the one before, or good morning, good evening. But then we're going to add this one at the end. Please take a look around. Okay, one more time. Please take a look around. Okay, so faster it would be, please take a look around. All right, so the whole thing, hello, welcome to ABC English Books. Please take a look around. Okay, so that's how you can do a simple greeting for people. Okay, so now that we know how to say hello and welcome to, please take a look around. One of the first things customers will say to you, and this happens very often. One more thing we'll say. You can also say, may I help you? Okay. So your first question might be, may I help you? Okay. You can also say can I help you? That's okay too. Okay. Both are good. May I help you? Okay. A little bit harder, we say, how may I help you? How may I help you? Okay. Remember to say along with me, how may I help you? Okay. And a level 3 way you can say that would be, may I help you with anything? May I help you with anything? Okay. A little faster, we would say, may I help you with anything? All right. So when you ask this question, many times, I don't know, probably 70 or 80% of the time, the customer is going to say this. They're going to say, I'm just looking. Okay. I'm sure you've all heard this before in English and in Chinese, right? I'm just looking. All right. And sometimes if that can make you feel a little bit nervous about talking, like what do you say in English to the customer if they say, I'm just looking? Okay, well, it's very easy. The easiest way is just to say, okay, no problem. Now, even if that's too hard, problem, that's a little bit hard to say in English. You can just say, that's okay. All right, even easier. That's okay. Okay. And then you can say, please look around. Please look around. Okay. Remember, if you have any questions, you can always ask a question or type it into the chat. Okay. Level 2, you can say, sure, no problem. And then, please let me know if you need any help. Again, please let me know if you need any help. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, remember, take a picture of these, right? So you can remember what, because I might ask you a question about this later. All right. Okay. Please let me know if you need any help. And then a harder one, if you're more confident with your English, you can say, sure. If you have any questions or need any help with anything, please ask. Okay. One more time. If you have any questions or need any help with anything, please ask. Okay. Now, you can always cut out some of this stuff. You could just say, if you have any questions or need any help, please ask. That's okay too. Remember, you can do many different ways with these sentences, okay? So if it's not exactly the same, don't worry. You can say it different ways. So level 3, one more time, at full speed. Sure, if you have any questions or need any help with anything, please ask. Okay? So that's how you handle the customers if they say, I'm just looking. You can use number 1, number 2, or number 3. And no problem. Please look around. Okay, very easy. That's okay. Please look around. Okay, so many ways to do that. All right, let's keep going here. All right, so let's have a look at retail sales for food, because I know we have some food companies in here. Okay, I know there's some companies that deal with like selling tea or coffee or beer or wine, that kind of thing. So these are things you can say. The first one is if you want to give a sample, let them try. Okay. Level 1, very easy. You can just say, want to try, and show them, right? Show them the product. Want to try. Okay. Remember, say this with me. Number 2, would you like to try? Would you like to try? Okay. And level 3, it's almost the same, but you just add a free sample. Okay. So you'd say, Would you like to try a free sample? One more time. Would you like to try a free sample? So a little bit faster. Would you like to try a free sample? Okay. Now, all the other stores too, you also should listen to this because you might have this one too, number 2 here. Okay. So you might want to ask, is it for them or a present for somebody else? So you can say for you or gift. Okay. If your English is not so strong and you're a little nervous, you can say for you or gift. You can also use present. If you know the word present, you can say that. For you or a present. Number 2, you can say, is this for you or for a gift? Is this for you or for a gift? Okay. And the top level, are you looking for yourself or for a gift? Are you looking for yourself or for a gift? Okay. Again, there's many ways you can say this. You can say, is this a present for someone or for yourself? Right? You can decide how you want to say it. All right. And then the last thing here, this is good for everyone, for everyone who has different products to sell, whether it's clothes or bedding or food. You can say, basically the idea is your best-selling one. So you can say, this is very good. Okay. This is very good. Sometimes we say the word one, like this one. Okay. This thing. This one is very good. This one is very good. Okay. Level 2. This is our best seller. So this phrase right here, best seller, you can remember that one. Okay. This is our best seller. Okay. And level 3, basically it's the same idea. Okay. This is one of our most popular items. This is one of our most popular items. Okay. Now, if the word items is a little bit too hard to remember, you can say things. It's okay. This is one of our most popular things. So we have a lot of words in English. Our most popular items, our most popular products. You can say that too. Okay. So any of those is good. So one more time at regular speed. This is one of our most popular items. Okay. So use those ones when you want to say that this one you think is good for them. This is good for the customer. Okay. Okay. So I think we've got our first, what you can do also is once you say, after the customer says, I'm just looking, but then you see the customer looking at something that you can give them. You can go to the customer and say, oh, this is our best seller. Would you like to try a free sample? Right? So you see that they're looking at one and you can give them a sample, right? You can say, this is one of our most popular items. Would you like to try? Right? And then they can give it a try. And hopefully you can make a sale. Okay, let's look at the next section here. Now, this one is for retail sales, for everyone. I know we have a lot of different shops, people who sell clothing, gifts, pet supplies, toys, shoes, skincare, all of that. This is good for you, but also people with food, you can look at this too. It's the same idea, okay? So, do you want? Okay. Do you want? That's the easiest way, okay? Do you want an English book? Okay. Level 2, are you looking for? Okay. Are you looking for an English vocabulary book? Okay, an English word book, right? Okay. And the last one, do you have any questions about? All right. Do you have any questions about the English books? Basically, can I help you, right, with the English books? And you can say that too. But yeah, after you've greeted them, usually we say, do you have any questions? Or are you looking for an English vocabulary book, right? So you can use any one of those sentences. And then, same as for the food, this is very good. Okay. This is our bestseller. Okay, same as before. And number 3, this is one of our most popular items. Okay. Now, the next situation is maybe you have 2 or 3 or 4 different things that are the same, like 3 different t-shirts that you think they might like, or 4 different pairs of shoes that will be good for them, or, 5 dog toys that will be good for the pet, right? So the very easy thing is to show them. You can just say, we have these. Okay. If you're English, you're a little nervous about your English, you can just say, we have these. And then you can show them this one, and this one. Okay. If your English is a little bit stronger, you can say, we have 3 kinds of. Okay. We have 3 kinds of. So I know one of our students here is handmade soaps, I think. So we have 5 different kinds of handmade soaps. Okay. Level 3, you can say, I can show you a few different types of skincare products. So maybe face wash, right? I can show you a few different types of face wash. Okay. And remember, you can mix these, right? The word types or kinds, it's the same thing. You can say kinds of, or you can say types of. Okay, same. We have 3 types of face cream. Okay, so all of those are good. And you can use any one of those to show your products. All right. We have several kinds of pillows for your bed, right? We have several kinds, many. Okay, there's another word there you can use. We have several kinds. Okay. All right. So use those when you want to show the customer your products. We have these. Okay. All right. I think I've got a question for you next. Oh, before I do that, though, yes, you can go back here. Again, just like before with the food. This is very good. Are you looking for new shoes? Right? This is our bestseller. Do you have any questions about these shoes? Okay. So this one will go back into the other one. All right. Now, the first thing I have for you here is a question. All right. This question is, what should you say if the customer says, I'm just looking? So do you remember what I showed you? What should you say if the customer says, I'm just looking? Okay. I want you to type it in the chat box here. Okay. Write your answers here. And you don't have to copy mine exactly. You can make your own answer. It's okay. But if I can get a few answers from you, if you remember, what should you say if the customer says, I'm just looking? Good. Okay, Christy, I see one. If you need anything, please let me know. Very good. Excellent. Yeah. If you need anything, please let me know. Good. Can I take your time? Good. That's a good one. Yeah. Take your time. Let me know if you have any question. Yeah, very good. Excellent. I can tell you a few other ways you can mix those up as well. You can put things like, Christy, you could also say, if you need anything, I'll be right over here. Right? We say that a lot in English as well. I'll be right over here. Right? Or if you have a counter, like the desk, you can say, if you need anything, I'll be over at the counter. That kind of thing, right? Take your time. Let me know if you have any questions. Yep. Looking around, if you want to make it a little bigger, right? Take your time looking around. If you have any, let me know if you have any questions. I will be here. Let me know if you have any questions. Yes, very good, Matthew. That's right. Ah, Matthew. Wow, you're the, I don't meet many Taiwanese people with the name Matthew, so there we go. Same as me. Good. Jean, so sure, no problem. If you need any help, please ask. Great, perfect. Yep, that's right. If you need any help, please ask. Good, that's right. Good, you can, other people, you can put more answers in there if you want to. I'm gonna keep going though. But yeah, feel free to write more answers, that's good. We can all help each other. Okay, so let's go on. Now we're going to learn a little bit of vocabulary, okay? Excuse me for a second. So I know a lot of you said that you have trouble with vocabulary. So let's learn a little bit of English vocabulary here. Okay, so I think one of the first words, and maybe one of the most important words you can know, is the word quality. Okay, quality, how good something is, right? Important word, we use it a lot. So, and the phrase you can use is high quality, okay? High quality, good quality. And if you really think it, right, great quality. So that word, there's not a lot of other English words that are one word that are like that. So it's a good one to remember, quality. Okay, quality. 3 sounds. Quality. Okay. So let's look at a few sentences. Few sentences with quality. Something like, these shoes are very good quality. These shoes are very good quality. Okay. Now, if this is too hard for you, if you think, okay, that's a big sentence, you can just say the last 3 words and point to the product. You can just say very good quality, right? Good quality. All right. So that's a good way to say it. Number 2, a level 2, a little bit harder. You can say all our blah, blah, blah are excellent quality. There's another word you can use, excellent. Okay. So an example would be all our handmade soaps are excellent quality. Okay. A little faster. All our handmade soaps are excellent quality. Okay. Remember to say it along with me. say, we have these two kinds of body lotion. We have these two kinds of body lotion. This one is more, but it is better quality. About two things, and you want to show them that A is better quality than B, or B is better quality than A. Okay, and of course, usually the better quality one will be more expensive, more money. So this is how you say that. We have of blah, blah, blah. We have 5 kinds of, right? This one is more expensive, but it is better quality. Okay. So faster. This one is more expensive, but it is better quality. Now you see when I say it is, it gets very close together. So it is, it is. Okay, so that's how you want to tell them about. Okay. Might be thinking, okay, yeah, that doesn't work for, you know, tea or coffee or beer sales, things like that. So what you can say is you can say, we use only the highest quality ingredients. Okay, this is a good word for food. What you make. Okay, we use only the highest quality to make our beer. All right. You can also take out ingredients and say what it is. Say, you know, if you sell chocolate, you could say cocoa. We use only the highest cocoa to make our chocolate, right? So there's some tea sales. We use only the highest quality tea leaves, the leaf, the green leaf of the tea, right? Tea, our tea. Okay, so that's how you can say, use the word quality. I want, if I can get a few volunteers to practice that, I want you to choose one of your products and make a sentence with the word quality. It can be an easy one like the green, or it can be harder, whatever you'd like to try. So can we get a couple of volunteers to try to make a sentence with that using your microphone? You can say it to everyone. If you're a little nervous about it, you can always type it into the chat box as well. That's okay. You know, tell me about what you sell and what kind of sentence can you make. There's a little raise your hand button. So if you do that, you can raise your hand, or just, you know, it's okay to turn on your microphone and try. That's all right. Let's get somebody to give us an example. Okay, so Jean, let me take a look at yours here. I'll open that. These organic coffee are very good quality. We use only the highest quality coffee bean to roast our coffee. Excellent, very good. Yeah, now, one thing I would say, just the first part, you say this organic coffee if you're talking about one. If it's many different types, you can say these organic coffees. In that case, like the kind of beans you have, we actually count, coffee can be countable for if you're showing them, like, you know, this box of beans or this box of beans. So you can say these organic coffees are all very good quality. Okay, so that's a little bit strange because it's the one time that coffee can be countable is if you're talking about each box you have of it. Yeah, but good, that's excellent. Yeah, these are organic coffees are very good quality. We use only the highest quality coffee beans to roast our coffee. Perfect. Excellent. Roast. Good vocabulary word there. Yeah. Okay. So let's keep moving because we got a few more things to go here. Okay, so our next section, which will apply a lot to retail sales, more so than food, But you can still get some good ideas if you have food products about the types of sentence patterns. So what comes up a lot for retail sales is going to be materials. You'll maybe get the question, what's it made of? Or what's it made from, right? And this is similar to the food one. So let's start off here with number one. I'll say them. You can repeat them with me. Ready? Cotton. Cotton. Okay. Cotton. Number two, polyester. Polyester. Okay. Yeah. Polyester. Okay. Now, polyester is a bit strange because there are many different kinds of polyester. Like sometimes you'll hear the word synthetic, or you'll hear the word, oh, I forgot the other one. I'm sorry. But there's a few words like that. Polyester is okay. It's an easy one that will tell the customer all those other ones. Okay. Number three, wool. Wool. Now, sometimes Taiwanese students will have a little trouble with the W. So just remember, get some air in your lungs and breathe out with the W. Wool. Wool. Okay. Wool is usually sheep's hair, but it can basically be any animal hair is okay, right? Any animal hair is wool. Number three, or sorry, four, silk. Silk. Okay, silk. The next one, number five, linen. Linen. This one's a little hard to say. The N-E-N is a little tricky. Linen. Linen. Two sounds. Okay. Linen. All right. I know there's some companies here that sell bed sheets and things like that. You might sell linen. All right. The next one, animal skin, we say leather. Leather. Okay. Leather. All right. Now, the next one's a little hard. It doesn't spell the same way as it sounds. We say suede. Suede. Okay. So suede is kind of like the soft inside part of the leather. Okay. I think the easiest way to remember this one is it has the W sound. S-W. Suede. And it's a long A, not an E. Okay. So suede. The next one, canvas. Canvas. Okay. Canvas. The next one is metal or color. Can be both, right? Gold. Gold. I think that one's pretty easy, probably. And the next one, silver. Silver. It's made from silver. Made of silver. We'll get to of and from a little bit later, but don't worry too much about those. The next one here, wood. Again, W, nice and airy. Wood. Okay, wood. Metal. The next one, metal. 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 Okay, metal. Now, the thing with metal is there's many different kinds of metals. So many, right? Gold, silver, steel, stainless steel. There's aluminum. There's a lot. So you might find you might have to look up some of these words to know which one. But if the customer just asks you the first time, you can just say it's made of metal, right? The next one, plastic. Plastic. Okay. Second to last, rubber. Rubber. Okay. Rubber. All right. And the very last one here, three sounds, silicone. Silicone. Okay. Silicone. All right. Now, I'll show you some some simple sentence patterns you can use for this. Okay. How you can use these words in sentences. So let's look at number 1 here. These, blah, 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 are made of linen. Okay. So for our company that sells bed sheets and bedding, you can say, these bed sheets are made of linen. Now, this is where I'll tell you a little bit about why you use of and why you use from. It's okay if you use from or of and it's a little mistake. Don't worry. The customer will understand, right? But generally, if it's just one thing, like if the whole thing is one material, then we say of. Okay. Except for food. Food we use from. Okay. And if it's many things together, we will say from. All right. But usually from is more for food and of is more for materials. Okay. So that's a sort of easy way. Sometimes it just gets a little bit confusing and you just have to try to remember. So don't worry if about this one too much. Just say it's made of or from, and it's okay. All right, so let's look at number 2 here. This toy is made of durable plastic and metal. Okay, so we have a toy store, I think, here, or someone who sells toys. So you can say, this toy is made of durable plastic and metal. The reason why this is a good word to know, because sometimes people will think, oh, plastic, it will not be very good, right? They think, oh, plastic is maybe cheap or not good quality, right? There's that word again, quality. So if you say the word durable, it means it's strong and it's not going to break easily, right? So that's a good one to use for plastic. You can say durable plastic. You can also use quality, okay? High quality plastic. That works too. And I think I have another one like that. Okay. A harder one here. The pet toys are all made from natural rubber and silicone and are safe for your dog or cat. Okay, I'll do that one again. The pet toys are all made from natural rubber and silicone and are safe for your dog or cat. So that's for our pet store here. If you have, again, another good word, natural. Okay. All the food companies and food people, that's a good one to use for yours as well. Natural. Okay. Let's look at another one. We have a store here, I think, that sells art supplies and calligraphy brushes. So you can say this. You can say, our calligraphy brushes are made from bamboo and animal hair. Okay. Our calligraphy brushes are made from bamboo and animal hair. Okay, so that's a good way to, you can also use wool there if you want to, and from goat wool, right? If it's goat hair that makes the brush, something like that. Okay, so for your traditional, I think there's a couple of companies here that have traditional arts and crafts. You can use those materials at the bottom, metal, plastic, silicone, rubber, wool, those types of things will be good. Okay, for food, right? This beer, this coffee, this tea is made from local Taiwanese ingredients. Okay, so there's our word again, ingredients. So high quality ingredients, right? You could say that as well. Okay. So again, that's a way you can use that to those sentences to tell the customer what things are made from. Okay. So hopefully this gave you a little bit of vocabulary. that you can use. Now we're going to go on. I'm going to give you a challenge again. It's your turn. I want you to choose one of your products and explain to everyone what it's made of or what it's made from. And again, don't worry about of or from. Just try. Just try. Okay? So, can you guys choose one of your products and tell me what it's made from or of? Excuse me here while I take a drink. Again, if you're a little nervous about speaking to everyone, you can type it into the chat on the side here. Good. Yes. Who's that? Yeah, you can go. Turn on your microphone and let's have a try.
Hello.
Hi there.
Yes,
Hi, what's your name?
my name is Matthew.
Do you want to give it a try? Tell us what something's made from.
Okay. This chair is made of this chair is made of wood.
Sorry, say that one more time. This.
This chair is
Yep.
made of wood.
Good.
And
Very good.
metal.
That's right. And metal. Yep. Good. Yep. This chair is made of wood and metal. Very nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was great. Perfect. Good. Does anybody else want to give it a try? Can we get another volunteer? That was very good.
Hi, Matt. I have one question.
Hi. Yeah, sure.
I'm not sure if you talk about that because I don't understand when to use made of and when to use made from.
Yeah, like I was saying, don't worry too much about of or from. Usually from is when we have more than one thing, or sometimes food. Like, so made from might be for it's made from metal, or it's made from metal and plastic if you have two things together. But really, it's okay. You can just choose which one's more comfortable. Yeah. So, Jean, don't worry. Just pick one. Did you want to try one of yours? Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's, yeah, go for it. Mm-hmm.
This coffee is made from Ethiopian Yagashef and Kona.
Kona. Okay, good. Yeah, so it's different kinds, right? The two different kinds of coffee.
I mean, it's plain coffee.
Right. Yeah. Right. It's the different types of coffee. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, very good. If it's a blend, so sometimes coffee will have two, right? So you blend it. Yeah. So that's actually another way you can say this coffee is a blend of. Okay. Blend of means two types together. So that's another one that I think is very common for coffee. Yeah. A blend of A and B. Blend of, though, for everyone else, that usually is only good for food. We don't say it for products. Okay. Good. I'll keep going. Again, if we have a little bit of time at the end, maybe I can come back to that and we can do a little more practicing. But there's still a few other things we need to talk about here. Okay, now, little test question for you. What is the English word for how good or how bad something is? Okay, what is the English word for how good or how bad something is? Type your answers in the chat box. This one should be pretty easy, hopefully. Good, Christy. She's got the right answer. You can all copy Christy there. So yeah, type it in. Quality, 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 right? So your choices are ingredients, quality, and expensive. So the word for how good something is quality, okay? Quality. Good. Yeah, so if we want to talk about how good something is, we say it's very good quality. Of course, you can say bad quality too, but you're probably not going to say that for your products. All right, good job. Let's see. Okay, so let's look at a few other things that you might hear or people might ask you. Okay. So, do you want to try this? Do you want to try these? Okay, so we kind of did that before. But level 2, maybe they look at one and you want to show them different ones. So you say, would you like to try a different one? Would you like to try a different one? Now that's a little bit more for food. If it's a product like toys or pillows or things like that, bedding, you could say, would you like to see a different one? Would you like to see a different one? Okay. Now, number 3, we also have this. Would you like to try it? We also have this. Would you like to try it? Okay. All right. Now, sometimes you don't have something, so you can say very easily, sorry, sold out. Sorry, sold out. Okay. A little bit more difficult, level 2. I'm sorry, those are sold out. I'm sorry, those are sold out. Okay. And level 3, I'm sorry, we are out of those. So the keywords there, out of. Okay, just means sold out. Same thing. Out of. I'm sorry, we are out of those. Okay, that's a little faster. Okay, and then you take it from there and you put it back into, so if they ask for one thing and you don't have it, then you can say, I'm sorry, those are sold out. Would you like to try a different one? Okay, so that way you can bring it back to the customer and get them to look at something else, right? So, I'm sorry, we are out of those. We also have this one. Would you like to try it? Or would you like to see it? Okay. So those are all very good ways you can keep the customer looking at other things in English. Okay. Now, how about recommendations? Recommendations. The customer might say, what do you recommend, right? Or, so very, very easy. You can say, I like this. Or, I like these. Okay. You can use one, like the word one, so it. I like this one. Okay. I really like these ones. Yeah, that's right, Helen. Yeah, sold out, out of those. Yeah, we are out of those. We are sold out. Same thing. You can even make it one big sentence. We are sold out of those. It's same thing, right? Those work too. And so recommendation here, number 2, you could say, I really like these ones. I really like these ones. Or again, this one, if it's one, right? Level 3, I would recommend blah, 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 blah. They are excellent quality. Okay. I would recommend these curtains. We have someone who has window curtains, who sells the window curtains, right? They are excellent quality. Okay. So you can use those sentences for pretty much everything. I would recommend this coffee. It's excellent quality, right? Or this one's my favorite, right? So you can do lots of different ones with that. Okay. Now, your turn here. Recommend one of your products. Okay. This might be a little hard, but what's something that you really like? So you can tell us the name of the product. You can say like, I recommend our. That's another way to say it. I'll show you a little. I recommend our blah, 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 blah. So that's how it kind of looks there in the chat, right? I would recommend, I recommend our. That's a little hard of a word, so we say recommend. Recommend, 3 sounds, okay? Would anybody like to volunteer to try to recommend one of their products? Put your hand up or let us know. And again, if you feel more comfortable, you can type it in the box instead. That's fine too. Buddy, want to have a chance? Let's see. Let me see what do we have? Yeah, I know we have like a skincare product, right? So you could say something like, I recommend our face wash. It's excellent quality, right? You can see how these sentences will go together when you use them. That's why you should be taking pictures of all of these. So you can take this later and practice. And remember that you can mix things around, okay? All right. I'm going to keep going. Oh, let's see. Did we get one here? Yeah, so I'll keep going. If you want to give it a try, you can practice a little later. Okay, a little quiz question again. What could this be made from? Type your answers in the chat box there. Jean, okay, we also have Yagachefi coffee. Would you like to try? It's very good quality and tastes fantastic. Good. That's very good, Jean. Excellent. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure how to say that. Yagachefi. Is that right? Yagachefi coffee. Would you like to try? It's very good quality and tastes fantastic. Good. Yeah. Excellent sentence. Yeah, and with yours, you can also, I didn't put vocabulary about like flavors and things like that of coffee, but you can look for English words that will help you describe the flavor, right? Like some people will say coffee, maybe like some coffee, the word bitter is used in coffee, right? So in English, usually bitter can be a bit of a negative word. So you can say for a good coffee, you will say it's not bitter at all or not very bitter, right? Some people actually like the taste of being bitter too, though. So if you can, yeah. We also have the other color. Would you want to try? Very good. Yeah, that's right. We also have the other colors. Yeah, you can also say like this. We also have other colors. Would you like to see? Okay. So for clothing, we would say we also have other colors. Would you like to see? So something like that, right? That's a good one. Yeah, that t-shirt could be made of cotton. That's correct. Good. What else could it be made from? There's still a couple more that you might have t-shirts made from. What could it be made from? Cotton and linen, yeah, a blend. Good. That's a good word for the word blend. We can say, this t-shirt is a blend of cotton and linen. And then, you can always tell them the percent, right? This t-shirt is 50% cotton and 50% linen, right? So that will work too. Good. Yeah, so the word blend will work for things like this or for food, right? Yeah, good. So yeah, linen, cotton, what else? There's still maybe one more that is common for material for that t-shirt. What's another one, if you remember? Should I go back to the vocabulary words? You can see them. So the other one, it could be, sorry, let me get back here. We go all the way back. It could be polyester as well. Okay, the t-shirt. Now, usually not t-shirts, but more dress shirts or blouses for women. They might be silk, right? And, heavier shirts, we would say wool as well. maybe a suit, right? Could be wool or silk. So that one could be wool, linen, cotton, polyester, any of those types, right? Good. Nylon. Yeah, sorry, that was the word I was trying to think about before. Nylon, like basically nylon, it's not exactly the same as polyester, but instead of having to remember so many words of the synthetic materials like nylon, polyester, polyurethane, there's other ones like that too. You can just remember polyester and it's easy. But if you know nylon, then that's good too, right? You can say that, made of nylon. Good. Okay, so let's keep going. And yeah, because we're running out of time here. Let's talking about price. Okay, talking about price. So the customer decides they want to know how much something is. Now, again, there's many different situations, but let's start with a very easy one. You just tell them this is, right? This is 500. This is 500. Okay. A little bit harder, you use the word dollars. Dollars, right? This one is $500. This one is $500. Okay. And then maybe you have a sale. You can say, this is on sale. They are $500 each. Okay, good word to know, each, for like one thing, right? $500 each. Okay, so full speed, it would be, this is on sale. They are $500 each. Okay, now sometimes you have like, you know, a sale if you buy two or 2 for 1, that kind of thing, right? So you can say 2 for $1,000. 2 for $1,000. Okay. Level 2, you might say, these are 2 for $1,000. Oh, with Taiwan dollars too, you can also say NT. If you want to say NT, I know many people are comfortable. These are 2 for 1,000 NT. Okay, that's okay too. You can say NT dollars. You know, it's starting to add in more words. You don't have to. But yeah, you can say these are 2 for 1,000 NT dollars. But most people, most foreigners, we're in Taiwan, so we know it's NT. So you don't have to say. Okay. Now, what if your customer asks you, is there a discount? Is there a discount? Sometimes people might say, can you go any cheaper? Can you go any cheaper? Same thing, right? Is there a discount or can you go any cheaper? Okay. If you can't, then just say no, right? Just say, sorry, no, I can't. Sorry, no, I can't. Okay, a little bit more difficult. You might say, sorry, that is the lowest price. Sorry, that is the lowest price. Okay, and then level 3, a little bit harder. I'm very sorry, but that is the best price I can give you. I'm very sorry, but that is the best price I can give you. I think one important thing to tell you about here is that don't be scared to be very direct with foreign customers, okay? Just tell them what you think, right? You know, always say with a smile, that's important, but don't be afraid to tell them no or you don't have something. I know that Taiwanese people are very, very helpful and they always want to make sure people are happy. But sometimes you maybe don't want to say no to the customer. It's okay. Say no to the foreign customer. If you don't know if you have something or if you don't know about something, you can just say, I'm sorry, I don't know, right? And we don't care. we're okay with that. It's good, right? And we don't mind being said that it's okay. Now, if you can go cheaper, you can just say okay, let me think, or get your calculator out and say, okay, let me see, right? Let me see if I can do any better. If you want to, if you can go a little bit lower, but you kind of let me see, right? And then show them, okay, this is the best I can do. That's another good one. Okay, I'll type it out in the chat. This is the best I can do. And then you can show them your calculator and say, this is the best I can do. All right. So those are some ideas for how to talk about price. Now, I know this one can be, many people can talk about it. Any questions about that at all? Any situations? No? Okay, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of time at the end for some Q&A. So if you think of anything later, you can always ask me. Oh, right. Now, this one's very important. Talking about discounts. So sometimes the tags in Taiwan, usually in the West, it says off. Okay, 80% off. So if we see it, if a foreigner sees a 1,000 NT tag, and then we see 80%, we think this. We think $200. Okay, because we always think percent off. Okay, we don't think pay 80% of the total. Okay, so if you have sales tags like these, if you have a foreign customer, you may want to say it's pay 80% of the total. Okay, pay 80% of the total. So then you can even tell them, you can say, so this one will be 800 NT dollars. You say 80% of the total. Okay, so that sometimes can be a bit of an interesting one, because foreign customer will see that and be like, wow, 80% off. This is so cheap. I'll buy 10, right? And they think, oh, it's going to be $200. Okay, so just remember, if the tag does not say off and it's just the red tag, then you can explain it to them. You can tell them why. Okay, so that's a good one to know. Okay, little quiz for you. When the customer asks for a lower price, they want a price, a sale, or a discount. What's the word? When the customer asks for a lower price, they want a price, sale, or discount. What's the word? Type that in the chat. Good. We got discount, discount, discount. That's right. Good. Easy one, right? Yeah, they want a discount. Good. Very good. Okay, let's see what's next in our list here. Okay, so finally the customer decides they want to buy the product. The first thing you will say to them is anything else? Anything else? Okay. Basically, do you want to buy something else, right? Anything else? Okay, number 2, is that everything today? Is that everything today? Okay, a little faster, how we really say it. We say, is that everything today? Okay. And then level 3, you might say, is there anything else I can help you with? Is there anything else I can help you with? Okay. Else, there's another word. That else means more, right? Is there anything more? Okay. We use that word a lot in English and not so common in Taiwan. Else. Okay, now they say, no, that's great, thank you. You can say, okay, $1,250, please. Very simple. $1,250, please. Now, if your English is not that great and you're a little nervous and the numbers can be hard, 1,250. Just say the number. It's okay. 1250, please. 1250, please. That's okay. Okay. Or, you know, of course, you can just show them the calculator. That's okay too. Okay, level 2, a little bit harder. It is $1,250, please. It is $1,250, please. Now, just a little note, a price like this, we don't usually say like we do with years, like 2024. We don't say $12.50 because in America and that we have dollars and cents, and in Canada we have dollars and cents. So we will say $12.50 means $12.50. So with Taiwan money, we always say 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, right? Okay, so now you've told them the price and you want to know how they will pay, right? How they will pay. So very simple. You can say cash, card, or app. Cash, card, or app if they're going to pay with their cell phone, right? Just 3 words you have to remember. Cash, card, or app, right? Level 2, you can say we take cash, credit card, or payment app. So they might ask you, they say, what do you take? And you say, we take cash, credit card, or payment app. Okay. And then level 3 at the highest, you might say, will you be paying with cash, credit card, or payment app? Will you be paying with cash, credit card, or payment app? Okay. So you can tell them that. The question you might hear is, how can I pay? Or do you take, like the customer might ask you that. Do you take credit card? Right? You say, yes, we do, right? Do you take Apple Pay? Yes, we do. No, we don't. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't take card or credit card or payment app, and you only take cash, then you can just say, cash only, please. Okay. Cash only, please. Or anything like that. Cash or card, please. And then remember, just always, I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry, we don't take payment app. Or I'm sorry, we don't take credit card. Do you have cash or payment app? Right? Yeah, exactly. Cash only, please, right? Okay, so that's how you will say that to the customers there. Okay, let's look at a few other things that might be a problem. Okay, what happens when you have customers who are maybe a little bit angry or something, they're upset, right? Maybe, oh, I bought these shoes and they're broken like 2 weeks later. Okay, level 1, very easy. You can say, I'm sorry, I will help you. I'm sorry, I will help you. Okay? I'm sorry, I will help you. Level 2, a little bit harder. I'm very sorry, I will take care of that. I'm very sorry, I will take care of that. Okay? Now remember, all of your situations will be different products, different things. So you can put your words into there. I'm very sorry. I will take care of that t-shirt for you, right? You can put your things in there. Now, level 3, a little bit harder, some fancier words. I apologize. Okay? Apologize. That means I'm sorry. Okay? I apologize for the inconvenience. Inconvenience. Inconvenience, I'm sorry I wasted your time, basically, right? I'm sorry that I took your time and you have to come back, right? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please let me take care of that. Please let me take care of that. Again, this is a little bit hard because you all have different things that you're dealing with. But if you just remember, I'm sorry, I will help you, or I'm sorry, no problem, let me make it better for you, right? Things like that. Anything like that you can say, and that will make the customer relax a little bit, hopefully, right? Hopefully they will relax a little bit. Okay, what about exchange or refund? Okay, so this is how you will tell them in English. You can say, if it's very simple, you can say exchange or refund. So you're asking them, do you want, right? So you can say that too. Do you want exchange or do you want refund? So let's look at the first word there, exchange. Exchange. Okay, a little bit hard to say, but it's kind of the only word we really use for this when we're talking about shopping. Exchange, and then the second one, refund. Refund. Okay, so level 2 would be, would you like an exchange or refund? Would you like an exchange or refund? And then level 3, would you like to exchange this for a different product? Would you like to exchange this for a different product? Okay. Or would you like a refund? Or would you like a refund? So the whole thing. Would you like to exchange this for a different product? Or would you like a refund? Okay. Now, if your store doesn't give refunds, okay, you can just, like I said, just be direct to the customer. Just tell them, okay, I'm sorry, but we don't give refunds, but I can exchange it for you. I'm sorry, we don't give refunds. You can take one of those buts out too if you want. I'm sorry, we don't give refunds, but I can exchange it for you. Okay? So if you don't give refunds, you can tell that. There's also something we do, we say in English, you might give this, we say store credit. Store credit. It means you give them a paper that says they can have this much money at your store, right? Store credit. So you would use the same sentence. You say, I'm sorry, but we don't give refunds. I can give you a store credit, or you can exchange. Okay? I can give you a store credit, or you can exchange. All right? Okay, so you can remember those as well. You can say exchange or store credit. Good. Yeah, again, there's going to be lots of different situations, so it's a little hard, but those are the basic ones that I think will apply to almost everyone. Okay. And of course, the final thing, saying goodbye, right? Saying goodbye, very easy. You know how to do this. Thank you very much, right? Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you for coming. Have a great day. Okay. Any of those are good. You can even say things like, you know, thank you, hope to see you again soon, especially for your coffee shops and tea shops and things like that, right? Where you get a lot of customers coming back, right? Thank you for coming, hope to see you again, right? Hope to see you again. You can say that one, okay? Those are all very good ways to end the conversation with them.